Hey guys, this is Scott, and this is my YouTube channel, Escape Art by Scott. Again, here to do another painting video for you, and keep subscribing to that channel and hit that old like button for me. Now, if you've seen me before, you know how I paint. Now, if you first time seeing me, this is a very easy, quick way of painting. I don't get too technical with it. You don't need to have no 10-year college degree in science or physics or anything to paint how I paint. I don't make things too hard. Now, with that being said, my paintings will never will end up in the art museums in London and Paris or New York. My paintings just ain't that. But it's just a very easy way of painting, you know, a nice painting, but, you know, ain't no Rembrandts here. I'm not doing Rembrandts or Da Vinci's or anything like that. So, with that being said, this is a old 16 by 20 canvas here. Planning on doing a sunset seascape for you today. That's the plan anyway. But again, I'm going to shut off the camera. I want to paint this top portion with a very light coat of white paint. That makes my blending easier with the clouds and, you know, with the color, the sunset and everything. So hold on and I'll be right back. I just got me some yellow paint right here on this old brush right here, and let's see here. Let's start it over here. Decide where your horizon line is going to be, and just drop in this old yellow. Today will be a simple little sunset. Not too many colors. Some yellow. I'll put in some red up here. Of course, if red meets this yellow, of course, it's going to turn a little orangey, which is wonderful in a seascape. Nice. A little bit more yellow right through here. There it is. Just a touch more yellow right through here. I want that little bit more orange color. Alright. Now this red color right up in here. And that's about it. Here. Now I really want this to be kind of a nice good yellow right up here. I don't want this. I'm about to put in some purplish blue, and I don't want that color touches yellow down here. So this right here is going to act like a little barrier for my blue color. I'm going to come right up in here. Got some Prussian blue. Come right up in here. Nice little dark color. Alright, and I'm going to touch a little purple through here. We got a Prussian blue and this purple color. Now this purple will be alright if it touches that yellow. It'll, you know, you can make it work. Let's see this little cloud, really. Let's see it comes right down to there. Let's make it a little darker. Like that. There, nice. I'm leaving that red right there. Kind of like that, the way that's showing. I'm just going to leave it. Alright. I think I got enough color up there now. Nice soft brush. Now let's start blending. Let's just wet this Little misted, just a little bit, just a little. And starting right here, let's work our way up. How's that? Alright, let me step back and see what I got. Alright, I'm going to add just a little bit more yellow right down in here. Something like that. A little touch of that purple color. Just a little touch. And it comes on like that. There. Yep. Right, now let me see what I got. Now I think I'm gonna have the sun right about in this area right here. So I'm gonna first come in here with some white paint, and I'm just going to paint in the what do you call it, the halo of the sun. Nice little white spot. Right. Alright guys, go ahead and drop in a little sun right here. I just put a little halo around it. Wasn't nothing to it. Now I got my fan brush. I'm going to come right up in here. And, you know, got this almighty sun right here. So I think it's going to have some sunlight right through here. Some sun shining right up in here. Maybe some up in here. Wherever you think that sun is going to hit. And then when you do that, just don't take your brush and, you know, tap it. Just a little bit. Something like that. Then, let's see. I had to get me a little brush. Come back and just blend these out. Because once you, your first application of that paint, it looked very rough. You know, I can't avoid that. It's going to look rough. So what you do, you come back with a, you know, soft brush and just brush them out, make them real soft. Something like that. Alright, let me see what I have now. Alright, I'm ready to put the water in. And of course you can see right here I got just a plain piece of tape right here to keep my horizon line nice and straight. Now, miss this. Looks good. Maybe a little too good. When you think you got too much water on it, just take a brush and brush it, and that'll be alright. Prussian blue, that's what I have. And just brush that. See how slick it goes right on? You absolutely could not do this without the water. Now if you're using oil, you would have to use linseed oil or some other type of oil to do this, or some of that liquid white stuff. further down. Now I'm going to come up here and grab me a little touch of green. This is phthalo green. I'm going to come right through here. Just give it that nice little ocean feel to it. A little bit more right down in here. And just a little bit more of this Prussian blue. And I'm going to have it. That's it. Now let's see what we got. And as you can see, it bled through a little bit. Right, I'm gonna have to fix that. Alright guys, went ahead and fix that back line back here. Now I knew, you know, this line is still messed up. I want to share this with you. This little line back here is still messed up a little bit. But I knew I was going to have a rock formation right through here. Okay, so why go all the trouble in fixing that up when I know I'm going to have some rocks back here, some mountains and things back here to cover that up. So I just wanted to share that with you. Mix me up some Prussian blue, white, and a brown color just to dirty it up a little bit. I got a bluish type of gray color, and that's what I got right here, because I want my mountain to be way in the back, way back here somewhere. So however you want this thing to look is exactly the way it should look. Something like that. And I don't know. Something like that. However you want your mountain to look. But I would suggest to use a brush, because the palette will have too many sharp edges to it. And I want these edges to be nice and smooth and feathered out, kind of. Color all that in. Something like that right here. Now I want me one more little peak right here, because I really wanted that sun like it's coming over this mountain right here, like we're setting down, because this is a sunset, so it's going down. And eventually it's going to go high behind this mountain right here. That's the whole idea of it anyway. There. Alright, let me go back and see what I got. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and put this old sand in for the beach. And I'm going to come, let's see, right about here. This is just plain old yellow ochre and a little just plain yellow and some brown just to darken it up some, because it is at night. And I forgot to spray this down. I can tell right off what my problem is when I'm applying this paint and it ain't going on like it's supposed to. Right off. Let's see. Let's go like this right here. Do this number then. just seen something. I kind of like this. Yeah, it's more or less like a dune looking over the ocean, kind of. That just might work out. See how you see things? You know, you're going along, and you know, you might have something in mind, or you're looking at something to painting. But when you come across something and you got an idea, stop and just think. And I know for some of you, like me, you know, it hurts to think. But, you know, sometimes it does pay off to, you know, just stop and say, that just might be better than what I was thinking of doing. So, there you go. Alright guys, I'm at a little stopping point right now. I need to let this stuff dry. And I need to charge up my camera, but I'm going to end this little section by talking just a little bit, you know, a little basketball to you now. There's a little basketball here. You know, the great LeBron James, he done it. I didn't think no one would ever even come close to that record, but my gosh, you know, he did it. He got the most points ever in a career, passing the great Kareem, and it was just kind of really amazing what this guy has done. #1 in points now. I believe he's top 4 in assists. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, by the time he retires, he's going to have 40,000 points. Alright? And I don't know where exactly. I know he's #4 on assists. I don't know if he's going to be able to go any higher than that. And I'm not for sure where he's at rebounds. But, you know, when he retires, he's going to be in the top 5 of rebounds and assists. #1 in scoring. You know, I got to give it to him. I really do. However, guys, this is my opinion on the topic of the greatest of all time. Okay, listen to what I just said. #1 in scoring. Right now, he's #4. When he retires, he's going to be in the top 5 of rebounding. You know, all that he has done. And there's still, this is the thing. Not ESPN ain't talking about it really, but you know, I kind of look at things a little different. Why is there a discussion of who the greatest was between him and Jordan? Look at all what LeBron James has done in his career so far. But there is still a discussion who was the greatest of all time, and in my opinion, Jordan. Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. I cannot get it out of my mind what that guy did when he played. Several differences between him and LeBron James. One, LeBron wasn't always great. Alright, you watch some of his first year or two, and you know, he couldn't hit his shots at times, giving the ball up in a crucial time in the game. Looking to make that pass because he didn't want to make that pass. He didn't want to shoot. You know, Jordan, day one, when Michael Jordan stepped on that court, he was the greatest of all time. Period. And that's the separation that I give Jordan over LeBron. LeBron wasn't always great. He was. I mean, another thing is that LeBron, I wish he had more of a killer instinct to go and take that ball and jam it down the other team's throat. If he's on the road, jam it down their throat. The whole entire city just jam it right down the throat. He did not have that animal instinct that Jordan had. Jordan, he didn't just want to win. No, he just didn't want to win. He just didn't want to beat you. He wanted to humiliate you. Okay? And disgrace you and the city that you were playing in. He wanted to do all that. LeBron James did not. You know, and Jordan, all those guys back there, Magic, Kareem, you know, Barkley, Malone, Stockton, you know, Moses Malone, Karl Malone, all those Malone boys. You know, all those, Isaiah Thomas, Bill Laimbeer, you know, those guys right there. Bird, I mean, are you kidding me? Bird just didn't want to win. He wanted to kick you out of there because the next time you played the Celtics, all right, or the next time you played the Bulls and going against Jordan, they already won. Because it's in your mind that you ain't no way you're going to stop him. You might hold him a little bit, maybe keep him under 30 points. You know, but you just ain't going to stop him. You know, Jordan, he's already has 10 points, and he's still in the locker room, lacing up. But you ain't got to the court. He already has 10 points on you. Because the defender that has to guard him knows, whoo, I'm going to need some help with this boy here. You know, so, you know, those are the difference. Fine, you want to, we had a pick, and you got to pick first. You pick Jordan, fine. Oh darn, I got LeBron James. I'm totally satisfied with LeBron James, but if I had the very first pick, I picked Michael Jordan, and there ain't no question about it. Of all the things LeBron has done, there's always a debate. Why is there a debate? Because how great Jordan was. You know, maybe LeBron had him over a killer instinct and wanted to take that ball coast to coast and take that last shot. You know, he didn't. Jordan had it. Magic had it. All those boys back then had that killer instinct. You know, get out of my stadium. I'll get off my court. You don't even belong here with me. And that's how they played. And that's how they really thought. LeBron did not. But hey, give it to the guy. Oh, you know what he's done? He just, you know, really incredible. So, but I said my piece on that. I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to charge my camera back up, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. And go ahead and finish up this painting here. And, you know, all this had dried. I had to come back in. I put in me a little bit more wet paint, some blue, and some phthalo green right through here. Now I'm about to make that wave. And let's see your wave. Let's see, kind of a big wave today. And let's say it comes just like that, and it goes like that. Something like that. And like that. Something like that. Here's a crash. Here's going to be our wave. Here's going to be your crasher. That's going to be coming down. And you can just come right in here. If you want to, just put in these little waves. The splash. Something like that. There are many ways of doing these little waves here. Many ways to do a wave. And whatever suits you, whatever works for you, that's the way to do it. Right. Alright, I got my touch of yellow on my brush right here. I'm going to come right here where the eye is at, and I'm just going to blend this in. And that will automatically make that little glow. And just let it work itself out. Let's do this over here a little bit. And something like that. And you can keep going as much as you want. Come right back in here with some more yellow. And this won't be as big as you see it here, because I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to put more shadow color in here and some more white. And also some of that right there is going to come down just a little, make it a little smaller. There. Alright. And that is. Now I got me some clean white paint on my brush. I cleaned it off. Now you can come right in here. Now let's make these little splashes down here. Right. I'm going to work on that because I got to clean my brush off every time. I could let this dry and then come back, but I see I want all this paint to mix in together. So I'm going to keep doing this right here all the way down. All right, and then I'll be right back. All right, now I'm going to come right in here. I want to make that splash come over now. And you're going to just come and just come straight down. Something just like that. And you can make little splashes with this little with this fan brush also. Right. And then now let's curve this wave by taking your fan brush and just coming down. Now following the direction I got going like this, so you need to follow that direction. Now I'm not expert on painting anything. I'll tell you that right now. And I certainly had my troubles of painting these seascapes. I can't get it right in my mind. I knew I wanted to do one for you. Just come right over here and just after your little air, just put in little splashes. Something like that there. And maybe having it coming up. Alright. And I just want to mix just a little bit of blue in here, just for the little shadow areas. Alright, let me see what I got. I want to come back in here and just put this little bit of water, little water movements. Not too much, too far out. That's way out here in the ocean. Just like that. Alright. I'm going to put in some palm trees. Right about, let's see, something like this here. There. One there. Again, many ways of putting in palm trees. I'm no expert by any means. But this is the way I do it. And let's go one right here. It's bending the other way. I'm going to work on these palm trees, the trunk, and then I'll be right back. Now I want to highlight these tree trunks. Here's my sun, so I'm going to have the highlight on this side of the tree. And all I did was dip some paint, white paint, into my mixture here, just to lighten it up. And just take it and just pull it across. And this part, you need to let the brush do all the work for you. That is one of the keys to painting, I think. Is you don't fight the brush. Don't fight that tool that you're using. Let it do all the work. Shoot. And just keep going right on up the tree. And like that. Now the palms of these trees, gotta have that. And all you're doing is tapping, letting the brush do all the work for you. There's that one. Let's come down here and do this one. Now you got the idea. I'm going to go ahead and finish up these leaves, and I'll be right back. Now that was just plain black that I was using. Now I got me some sap green, and I'm just going to come right down here and put in the, I don't know, the fern, the leaves of the palm, or whatever, I don't know what you call it. I'm going on this side too. Main thing is that when you got such a bright little sunset, or any sky really, allow that sky to come through these trees here. Don't cover it all up. Again, letting the brush do all the work for me. There. Is it even looking like a palm tree yet? I'll be right back. Now I'm going to highlight this. Here's my sun. So I'm just going to highlight just a little bit. Don't overdo this now. This ain't the broad daylight where, you know, you would have them nice and shiny and all. But, you know, it is, you know, sunset, you know, sun setting. So keep that in mind. You're going to have all that light. Very little back here. Very little. hardly anything back here. Just a touch. There. Right, let me see what I got. Alright, I got me some white paint on a brush. Let's make some sand dunes right here. Maybe there's a nice one right here. And all you do is come and just let it fade right on out. Touch it and then pull. Come right down here, right where the footsies are at. And wherever there. There's that. Now get my fan brush, give me some sap green. And I'm going to come right up in there. Let's put some little weeds and bushes and things right below these feet. Give it something to sit on. You know, some ferns and all. You know, basically what this is doing is cleaning up the bottom of the tree. That's all it's doing. Kind of like that. Let me come over here and do this over here. Alright, maybe just a little touch of yellow just to highlight it. Some of these things here. Keep your eye on the sun here. Mainly over here. Like that. Here's the sun. There. Right. I gotta have me some more extra white paint, so I'm gonna come up here and let's do something with this up in here. So you're gonna come and just make some little water movements. And a few more little splashes up in here. Alright guys, I'm back. I added me a few little birds right through here. But other than that, I think I'm going to call this one finished. I can piddle like this all day long. But I got to get to a point where I can stop. But you got the gist of the painting. It's a seascape with some palm trees, a distant mountain, sunset with the sun and all. I hope you enjoyed this. Try it out. Give it a shot. You never know. You might not think you can't do it. But until you try, then you'll know. So Again, subscribe to that channel. Keep hitting that like button for me. I would appreciate it. And until next time, guys, I'll be doing me another video here shortly. And come back and see me. Take care.